Hi, and welcome to our notes lesson video. So it's going to be a video lesson on some effective strategies for note taking. It's Miss Melendez on Team 7E, and how many of you have ever had a teacher say, "Oh, I need you to take some notes on this lesson or on this video"? But how many of them have actually ever shown you how to take notes? If you're like me, probably not too many. This video is to help you actually learn how to take notes. That way you can apply it in any scenario you happen to be in. I still take notes. It's just not on schoolwork anymore. It's things related to what I need it for. We're going to practice with a bulleted list. It's one of the ways I like to take notes. And I'm going to show you with a textbook assignment. First thing you want to do is prepare your space. Are you going to take notes on a sheet of loose leaf? Are you going to take notes on a blank piece of paper? Or are you going to take digital notes, for example, maybe in Microsoft Word? Whichever format you pick, it's okay. Just pick it and have everything ready before you begin. Look for the goal of the lesson or the topic or the objective to help you guide your notes, because that will help you figure out what you actually have to write. Always start with the topic at the top of the notes, and then depending on what you're reading, look for subheadings and titles to help you group your notes together. So this will make sure you have organized notes at the end. So to the right, you see the example from the textbook, and to the left, you see me taking my notes. So the first thing I did was I put the topic at the top, and then I actually just grouped my notes based on the subheading, and in the textbook, they're like an orangey red color. So the first grouping you see are the definitions from the textbook, which are in a light blue color. And then I continued indenting to just signify that it is a new vocabulary word and new definition. I even included some examples. You should have noticed that complete sentences are not needed. These are notes. So we want to try to get to the main part of the information as quickly as possible. Skip lines to help you fix any errors or to help you add information in case you missed something. For example, if it's in a textbook, look for highlighted, bolded, or italicized words. They're often highlighted, bolded, or italicized to draw your attention to them. If it helps, you can color code or add images or drawings or diagrams to your notes. The text in red helped show that I kind of put all the information together under one idea. The squiggly line under using natural resources and cultural regions show that I moved on to a new part of the textbook. So, a quick notes check-in. Use your own words. As you can see in my example, I do not have complete sentences. I use little dashes to show I moved on to maybe a new definition or a new important topic. You can abbreviate and use shorthand. So for example, people equals PPL, government equals JOV''T, and because is B/C. Your notes should also include vocabulary. One final step I took here was to go back and highlight the vocabulary words and some important phrases in my notes. I use this because I find that it helps me pinpoint exactly what I want to refer back to when I go back to my notes. Now that you have finished your notes, you want to reread or review them every few days to help you remember the information. You can use your notes to help you with classwork, essays, projects, or assessments, and you can use them to help you make connections in other classes. We have made it to the end of our lesson. If you need to go back and review this video, please do. If you would like to see a time-lapse video on what notes look like for a mind map, keep watching. Here is the time-lapse of the same part of the textbook I used in the previous notes, but the only difference is that my notes are now a mind map instead of a bulleted list. In these notes, I put the topic in the center, and then I put the definitions and vocabulary words in the circles on the outside. I used lines and arrows to show connections between vocabulary words, definitions, and examples. And I also wrote first and drew the circles afterwards, because sometimes when you draw the circles first, you don't have enough space to write on the inside. I made sure I used the entire piece of paper so I can actually have space to write the notes that I need. And once I finished, I highlighted the words that were vocabulary words.